of that land far away, where the tree of life and eternal shared its fragrance through the unclouded day. Oh, the land of a cloudless day. Oh, the land of an unclouded sky. They tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. Oh, they tell me that he smiles on his children, and his smile drives their sorrows all away. And they tell me that no tears ever come again, and that lovely land of an unclouded day. Oh, the land of a cloudless day. Oh, the land of an unclouded sky. They tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day.
Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are doing fine. Please let me know if you guys can hear me well. We always have some audio problems. So shout out to everyone already here. Sorry if I can pronounce some of the name. Yashadel, First Adam. Shout out to you. Che, Aaron, Stevenson. Hello, Inram. Hello, Beck. Hi, Suzanne, Midget. Hello from Florida. Hello from Japan. Whistleblower, RMP. I'm glad to be back. I've been missing this show so much, guys. You have no idea. But I'm not back like every week like I used to be. I'm gonna try to be to have a live stream at least once a month, but no more like every week. I mean, I do miss a lot of topics to talk about, a lot of things going on, but yeah, it's just a lot of things going on. Rebecca from Ohio. Hello, Rebecca. Big hug to you. Thank you, guys. Sound good. Thank you. So Tennessee, accountability, Lisa, Bella, Blue Green 83, Matthew Hakim, big hug, my brother. California, Southern California. So guys, shout out to every one of you. I want to shout out to all the guys who've been here in the past, Billy Zig, Vika and the crew, James, Matthew Hakim, Kevin Bobick. Hello, Kevin. Albino Galupini, great flat earther from Italy, and so many people, nice people. Pastor Brian McRae, great guy. Dave DeWise, Adam Horse, how are you, man? And RV Truth, of course, my brother. And Robert Tozy, big hug to you, man. And, Chris Sparks from Australia. So many good people have come by the show. It was always a pleasure and honor for me to have you guys. So I'm sorry I haven't been able to have weekly live streams, and I will not have weekly live streams anymore. But I have been missing being with you guys, so I'm back today. And I hope to go live at least once a month. Hi, Dean Cooper, Mike Zunik, hi, Lightning 300 million. I think you guys from Toronto, Canada, Eddie TV, Bonoiti, Jennifer Davis. So just a quick update, guys. A lot of people have been asked how am I doing as far as my health is concerned. So just a brief story about what's going on. Back in 2018, I started having problems with low blood pressure, incredibly low blood pressure. And back in 2019, Eric Dubé, he sent me an audio. I ended up buying the book, Professor Arnold Rat's Mucusless Diet Eating System. Great book I read. There's a lot of annotation here, but I just can't go vegan. I tried. I went like couple months, 5 months. I lost so much weight. I was so skinny. My wife told me stop with this stuff. And so I was born in Brazil. If anybody has ever been to a Brazilian steakhouse, that's how we were born. I mean, fresh meat, not meat that was stored for like a year or two. No, it was always fresh meat. I lived with my grandparents, on a farm. I mean, he would just kill whatever, and we had fresh meat all the time. So it's really hard for me to live without meat. So so I have been having this problem, low blood pressure, and about 2 months ago, I had a scary episode here, and my heart just started beating fast, and I had to lie down on the floor here and lift my legs, so because I was going to faint. And ever since that was September 23rd, I remember the date. It has happened another 5 times, and always only lasts few seconds. But one occasion, that my heart was beating so fast and would not stop beating fast. It was like 30 seconds. For that, that seemed like an eternity for me. It was really scary. Always, you know. So I drink water. My water I mix with this thing here, real salt. One of the doctors told me that this will help to normalize my blood pressure. And just Friday now, I had to have a electrocardiogram because this situation has been repeating a lot. So other than that, I'm fine. If I could control this. And one of the response from the docs that when my heart's beating too low, weak heartbeats, my body reacts by pumping, more blood or whatever. That's why I have those rapid heartbeats. That's the explanation. So I'm doing fine today. I was doing great yesterday. And I say I'm going to have a live stream tomorrow. So that's why I'm here. So for you guys who don't know, I'm in Japan. So it's Monday morning here, 10:09. Okay. Monday, the 27th of November. So September 23rd, the whistleblower RP. I was here at home, and it was crazy. I don't know what went wrong with that date. So shout out to all of you. I have a couple interesting stuff I want to cover today. If you have seen, let's go back here to my community post. Oops, let me share my screen. Here. So I'm sharing my screen now. So I posted this thing here live Sunday night because the US time for me is the 27th. The topics that I want to talk today, it's about the moon map lunacy. I consider it total lunacy, this moon map. And I'm going to explain why. I've made like 4 videos on the moon map. Let's talk a little bit about Mount Meru or Mount Zion, the mountain of God. Talk a little bit about the compass, a video I posted this week. And of course, flight routes that always prove the Gleason's map to be the correct map of the flat Earth. So let's start with this moon map stuff here. So I tried to find a political world map, the moon map, the political. I could not find anything that's really high resolution. The highest resolution I could find was 700 by 700, pretty low. And if you go to Vibe of Cosmos, there's a website, you get one that's 1200 by 1200, which is nothing, right? So I got a lot of problems with this map, a lot of problems. And I'm going to explain. So this is the political map of the moon map, okay? And so let's go back to this one right here. So I always pointed out this thing here, okay? So this is I got the moon map, and this is the layout they claim to be, all that stuff. And you have Polaris right here. So we know the Mount Meru is directly under the Polaris. Okay, we know the center of the flat Earth. But if we see here, like the center of the flat Earth on the moon map, you see here the four mountains or whatever they claim to be. But when you have it on this model as they did it, right? This is where Mount Meru is right here in this region, which makes no sense. Okay, Polaris is right here in the middle of the Pacific, according to them. So it totally it. I mean, it's so confusing and you know and then another fact is that we have a flight from Sao Paulo to Luanda, right? So let's look here on the flat Earth map real quick. Let me open this one. So this is Brazil right here, okay? Sao Paulo. We have a flight that goes to Luanda in Angola right here. 10 hours, okay? 10 hours. So how is that possible? Well, let me explain. So these are the jet streams, okay? Let me go full screen. So these are the jet streams right here, jet streams, all right? So this flight goes from Sao Paulo to Luanda right here in about 10 hours, okay? Now, if you go to the moon map, let me go back here. This is Brazil. According to them, Venezuela is bigger than Brazil. I mean, we know, I'm from Brazil. You know, this is nonsense, okay? A lot of nonsense here. You have Bolivia, north of Brazil. We know it's west of Brazil. So a lot of nonsense. But if you fly from Sao Paulo right here to Luanda, which is right here, you have to fly over the North Pole. I mean, this map has no credibility whatsoever to me. No credibility, it's a waste of time. And let me go to another slide that I have. One more. And let's go these flight routes here. I just had one. It's a flight from, where is it? So I guess I should just go to my, here. Okay. If you go to my community, I have a whole bunch of memes of flights. You can just save them if you want to use them or share. This one right here, okay? So we had this flight. This is a flight that happened a couple months ago. The Brazilian women's soccer team had to go to a tournament in Sydney, and they used to fly, like I have in my book, São Paulo, Brasilia, whatever, Rio to Los Angeles, from there to Sydney. But because the US requires, a couple of years back, requires Brazilian citizens to have a transit visa, which costs $180, right, for the transit visa. And a charter flight to carry maybe, I don't know, 60 to 80 people. Imagine $180 per person just to stop for fueling for 2 hours. So they are now flying to Tahiti. They stop in Tahiti and then Sydney. So this is the flight route, right? Now, if you look on the moon map, if you go to Brazil, to Australia, they have this continent which is bigger than South America, bigger than Australia, or is it Tahiti? I mean, this map, I'm sorry for you guys who rely on this map. It's a psyop. It's a completely nonsense. It's lunacy. It makes no sense whatsoever. Completely crazy. All right. Shout out to Dimitri from Russia. And I'm going to tell you why. One more time. This is from them, from the Vibe of Cosmos stuff. Okay. You see here where the North Pole should be. And we have Mount Meru right here, which makes no sense. Now, just a couple weeks ago, we had this thing here going on, which was mm, it was the Northern Lights, okay, being seen from several places. And Dimitri told me, like areas like close to Moscow, and you see here in England, a lot of places we're seeing, you know, the Northern Lights. So again, if on the moon map, this makes no sense whatsoever, right? Because in the moon map, the Polaris is way in the Pacific, and below Polaris, it's the sea, you know? So it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So I apologize. A lot of people like this moon map. I don't. I since the beginning, I thought there was something wrong with this moon map. I thought it was nonsense, and I'm still thinking about that as nonsense. Somebody posted it here on my comments, and I really like. Shout out to you, Red Scotland. That was responding to a guy who was defending the moon map. So you perhaps have replaced one container of confusion for another, which it is the globe with the moon map. Vibes of Cosmos merely presents a theory, doesn't make any remotely true. Furthermore, Polaris, through repeatable observations without question the only star above that does not move, and its position is quite clearly fixed directly above the North Pole, as if it were a cosmic screw holding it all the place. Regardless what you found on Vibes of Cosmos channel, this stated spectral polarity in relation to the North Pole is fundamental to what we observe in a way the so-called moon map simply is not. And I'm sorry, that moon map, a lot of people, if you go to Google, say figures on the moon, you see squirrels, you see bears, you see anything. And this guy just, I see all the continents here. Furthermore, if this magnet north hailing from the Rupsneger Black Rock Mountain does indeed move anti-clockwise by 1 degree every 72 years, then does this mean it brings its mountain with it as it moves? Or does it leave behind this magnetic mountain since it's moving onto pastures new, as it were? And so what happens to the mountain in such a scenario? Thrown to the knacker's yard, I suppose, left defunct and devoid of purpose, having spent its days of magnetic attention only to be replaced by a new geographical location. And what about the dome in such scenario? Is the dome covering the entire massive moon map, or does it only cover the part we are currently under, on Earth? In this case, there must therefore be parts of the wider Earth that are currently not under our celestial dome. Too many moving parts with this for me. So it's just like he said, it's one barrel of confusion over another one. All right, so the moon map, big waste of time, you know, no makes no sense at all. No, I mean the countries doesn't match reality. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I know some of you like that stuff, and perhaps um, you have become a flat earther recently, and the moon map is all that you know. But I'm sorry about that. But it's nonsense, right? It's pure nonsense. So let me check the chat a little bit before we move on to the next topic. All right, let me remove this. All right, so let me go back here and see where we stopped. So Mikey, hello. Hello, Mike, Canada. Hello, Costa Rica. All right. And hello, all you guys. So I'm trying to catch up here with all of you. Costa Rica, hello. Hello. So greetings, Alf Elders. Say hello, brother. How are you? And You is a fraud preaching syncretism. Yeah, I mean, he seems to be a nice guy. We exchanged a few messages once, but he just moved away. He was fixed here and then he just moved away. Moon map is crap. So, yeah, I gotta show this because it is, totally nonsense, right? And, just go to Google and say, and type like, let me see here, figures on the moon. Okay, so you're gonna see people like see like uh, pigs and what else? Drawings like figures, rabbits. Okay, squirrels. Uh, yes, you. Let me see here. Saw some drawings. It's in one of my past videos. I can't find it right now. So if you look at the moon, oh, there is another thing really important that I think it was Pastor Ryan McRae, and I did save this short video on TikTok. I just don't know where it is. Try to find for the next time. I think it's the Book of Enoch. I'm not sure. It's one of the apocryphs. It says that the fallen angels altered the appearance of the moon to deceive mankind. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Perhaps you guys know the correct passage in one of the apocryphas. Let me have some water here, guys. So I told you I drink water with this rock salt right here. So I mix a little bit, like 2 liters, 2 teaspoons. So it's one of the apocryphas. All right, I believe it was Pastor Ryan McRae. I'm not really 100% sure, but there is one of those apocryphas. It says that the fallen angels, they have altered the appearance of the moon to deceive mankind, which means the creators were created by them. So people can think that was meteors crashing onto it and gave all fuel to this whole heliocentric model, or even for these ideas that the moon is a map, a reflection. It's not, especially because the land masses have altered after the flood, Noah's flood. We had less water before. There was a connection here between Africa and Europe. Probably was just a small lake, not the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, a lot of things have disappeared because there is more water now. Not that much water has um, gone. Okay, greetings from California. Yeah, I mean, I don't agree. I like David Wise, is my friend. I just don't agree with this moving around, North Pole. I mean, this is nonsense. I mean, this is unbiblical, okay? Because the mountain of God is there, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and play this short video here on the Mount Meru. All right, let's watch this. It's just 1 minute.
You won't believe why all compasses point to the north. Don't miss the latest revelation. You will be shocked. Forget Everest. The tallest mountain on Earth is Rupes Nigris, a black rock composed of magnetic rocks, a secret that the world must not know. Science and the media deliberately hide it. Why? Because if the world knew that such an enormous mountain exists at the center of the Earth, it would change the course of history and destroy the theory of the Earth being a globe. This mountain is located at the center of the North Pole, and it is also the center of the Earth's magnetic field. It is so tall that its peaks reach the clouds. Observe how the wind is blocked by its immense size. It is said to measure over 100 kilometers in height and 64 kilometers in diameter. This could explain why all compasses point to this location. And the strangest thing is that the most powerful company in the world, BlackRock, bears the name of this mountain. Is it a mere coincidence? Or has this name been deliberately chosen by the global elites who have planned everything?
Hi guys, you see there very interesting stuff. So hello, chilling. Yeah, just explain about what's going on with my health. You know, ups and downs. Having this, but I'm not gonna be back every week, but at least once a month. All right. So one thing I also saw that on TikTok. If you look closely, if you go to a lake, a frozen lake, like when I lived in New York City, there's a lake in New York on Central Park. They used to freeze. People used to skate on that. Not a big lake. There was a smaller one. And when you look at that, and then when you look at the moon really sometimes look like a frozen lake, frozen water. It's frozen, you know. It's very interesting. Right? So it could be, no, so it could be something frozen there. So talking about the Mount Meru, let me share that picture here. So we're gonna go to the next topic that I want to talk. It's about a video I just posted. This is Mount Meru. Sorry, this is not a high resolution picture, but it just shows there. It's the mountain of God, immovable. It's there. So when you start adding non-biblical stuff, man, I mean, you end up with the heliocentric model. That's what you end up with. All right, so the next topic that I want to talk about, I uploaded a video this week. It was a rapid fire response to this guy, Simon Dan, on his nonsense about the compass. Okay, so he posted a video on TikTok. So I apologize to some of the guys who don't like I use the AI voice, but TikTok, it's a different platform. Okay, I think like 80% of the videos are now using AI. And when you're busy, you just type and then you select the AI voice, and then it took me like a few minutes only to make that response. But I want to play it here for you guys, so we can go on. You got to know what we talked about before I can comment on that. So please watch this. I apologize again for the AI voice, but it was all my video. I typed everything, just selected that. But please watch this short video. It's on my channel. I uploaded a few days ago. But so in order for us to talk about it, it's important for you guys to watch this. So please watch it up. Watch it up.
This guy's job is to take you away from the truth and keep you believing on a spinning ball Earth is space. I am here to prove it to you that this man is wrong. Listen to his nonsense.
The lowly compass. Now, a compass uses Earth's magnetic field.
Nope. A compass points north because that's where the magnetic mountain is located. Have you ever heard of the company called Black Rock? Exactly. It's named after this sacred mountain heavily documented in ancient writings, but completely erased in modern history to support the pseudoscience called the heliocentric model.
Now, that magnetic field is generated by Earth's core.
This is complete BS. How does this molten core know which side north is located? Why doesn't this molten core pulls things down from all sides of this ball? Instead, it intelligently knows where north is located. Globe believers repeat over and over that up is everywhere on the ball and down is located in the center of the ball, Earth. So, how come the ball Earth suddenly has an up and a down side? How come north is located on the top of the ball Earth and south is located on the bottom of the ball Earth? Suddenly the ball Earth has an upside and a downside when it's convenient. This is not science. This is pseudoscience.
Now, if the Earth was flat and it didn't have a core, it wouldn't be able to generate a magnetic field. Therefore, compasses wouldn't work. But they do.
Of course they do. Because the Earth is not a ball. If Earth was a ball, compasses could not work at all because the needle would either be pointed to space, since up on a ball is everywhere, or to the center of the ball Earth where the core is located. Compasses must be held flat for them to work. Compasses do not work on curved surface. It has to be held flat. compasses can only work on a flat Earth, where the magnetic mountain is located right at the center. So be aware of this guy. He is not your friend. He's friend with the globalists and with those who have kept us under the spell of heliocentrism. That's his goal, to keep you from escaping the Matrix. The Earth is absolutely flat. This is Flat Earth Banjo signing out. Peace, my brothers and sisters.
Hi guys, sorry. So I used the AI voice there, but I was the one. I wrote everything. So that's the nonsense, okay? So according to the heliocentric model, up is everywhere. Up is towards space and down to the center of the Earth. But at the same time, now they claim that, you know, like this is molten core. This is molten. It keeps, according to the heliocentric model, it keeps spinning. And I don't know if you guys remember, a couple months ago, NASA released a statement saying that the core was spinning opposite side, you know, to the opposite side. I mean, a lot of nonsense comes from a heliocentric model. And, you know, I mean, it's a smart molten core, I guess. It chooses, oh, this side's going to be north, you know. So a lot of nonsense coming up. So I apologize, I use the AI voice, but sometimes when you are like busy, I've been working more now, you know, since I've been taking time away from doing this, the live streams, I've been dedicating more to work. So I don't always have, I have to set up, my computer is like 20 years old. So I don't have a camera. It doesn't even have a camera. And the audio is bad, so I have to record everything separately and then sync with the video. So it's a lot of trouble. So for me, just to make TikTok videos, just type in, you know. And sometimes those videos are good, so I want to share with you guys. So I'll try not to do it anymore. So this is the nonsense that we have to deal with. So here I have, you know, it can't work on a ball. You know, the compass cannot work on a ball because up, according to them, is everywhere. Okay, and this is part of a video. Let me stop right here. So up is everywhere, right? And down to the center of the Earth. So if you have a molten core right here, you know, if you're here in New Zealand, the needle should be pointing towards the center, not going around here, you know, making curves to find the magnetic north, you know, according to the globe. So it doesn't really make sense on the ball Earth, but on the flat Earth, it completely makes more sense. You know, just a matter of, okay, here we have Mount Meru, the magnetic mountain, the black rock, right? North is right here, the Polaris, the star right here. Now, I went to New Zealand, my compass pointed north. When I'm in Brazil, in Rio, São Paulo, and I visit my family, my compass points north. So this makes sense on the flat Earth. It doesn't really make sense on the ball Earth. So one more thing before we end this. This lady, she's a ranger, and she explains exactly the compass. It's not a short video here.
Today, we're going to go over the fundamentals of a compass, which include the basic parts, how to hold the compass, and the simple steps to follow when using your compass. Now, how to hold your compass. Remember, north is never up in the sky.
Remember, north is never up in the sky. Remember, north is never up in the sky.
So hold your compass nice and flat.
So hold your compass nice and flat.
So hold your compass nice and flat.
That will allow our needle to point towards north.
That will allow our needle to point towards north.
Right, so there you see it. The lady explaining north is never towards the sky, you know. And for them, you have, oh, okay, north, when you say, oh, people in North America is standing upside up and South America upside down. So there's no up and down on the ball. Up is towards space, and down to the center. Suddenly, they change. Oh, no, up is over there. So I was, exchanging some ideas with this Glober. And I said, well, how come when I lived in New York, they say, oh, I got to go down to Mexico City. Oh, you need to go down to South America. I need to go. And I made I also have a video because when you fly, okay, let me share my screen here. When you fly, we fly around the earth, okay, from east to west, from east to west, from west to east. But on the ball, you say, oh, I'm flying under the ball. You should say that because if you're flying, let's say from Rio to Perth, you got to go under the ball. Okay, but you don't say that. You say, I'm flying around the world, not under the world, not above. You always use the words around because that's how we go. We go around on a flat plane. All right, so let me check the chat a little bit, and then we go on to the next topic. As I told you guys, I have a compass. We covered the moon map. We covered the Simon Dan nonsense compass, and we're going to cover one more topic, and actually a couple more. All right, so let me see. Still moon map, sci-fi. Yeah, Simon Dan. Psyopsca. Let me see what else. Simon Dan doesn't even know what a molten. Yeah, these guys. The problem is that. Okay, Globers. And I know that because, I was one of them. We hold some things like Globers now, not me anymore. But as a Glober, I used to idolize some things. It's just like worshipping stuff. So we liked a lot of sci-fi stuff. I used to watch that Ancient Aliens since season 1. I watched season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up to the point I became a flat earth, of course. But before that, when I was a kid, and then, Star Wars came out, and then all those space-related movies. So I started to collect. I started collecting movies, sci-fi memorabilia. And I had a whole bunch of stuff, from, you name it, from like diecast DeLorean, from Back to the Future figures, from Star Wars, and from other space-related movies, a whole bunch of sci-fi related. Japanese, guys, I live in Japan. I've been married for 26 years, 27 almost. So I had a lot of sci-fi related stuff from Japan, that robot from the movie. It's a robot that looks like the robot from Lost in Space, but it's from the 50s movie where Leslie Nelson used to play the Forbidden Land or something like that. So I had that robot I bought here in Japan because it was made in Japan. The whole character was made in Japan. So I had a lot of sci-fi stuff, okay? It's very hard to let it go. And one lady pointed out recently, some of the Globers she was dealing with, they were attacking her, cussing her, and say, oh, I figured out you guys are Trekkies. And that's the problem. Some of those people, they don't want to let go of their fantasy, childhood fantasy. And they don't want to let go, they cannot admit flat earth because if they do, how much time they have wasted. So what did I do? I had a whole bunch of memorabilia, okay, a lot of collectibles. I could have sold them and made some money, but I didn't want anybody to be more deep with this heliocentric idea, space. So what I did, I was already living in Japan. It was back 2015, 16 when I became a flat earther. We have recycling bags. I put everything inside, recycle station, and I saw the truck coming and triturating everything, and it's gone. I mean, I could have made a couple $100, maybe a couple $1,000. It's all gone. I didn't want anybody to have that stuff because it's all lies, all based on lies, on satanic heliocentric model. Thanks, Whistleblower. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna be doing the show once a month, hopefully. Thank you, Lisa. Big hugs to you. I love doing the show, talking about flat Earth. I do love. It's just I gotta take it easy. And I don't think we have any spinning ball. Sometimes we do, but not today. Not many. So I had all this memorabilia, a lot of movie memorabilia, sci-fi. It's difficult. And then I see those Globers today. They are Trekkies, man. They believe that stuff and space, and they grew up. We all grew up in 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s, all the space-related stuff. Space, 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 space. You go to Netflix, space movies, and it's very difficult, for them. And also, I was thinking today, you don't need to be. All right, let me explain my point. What I was thinking this morning. Let's say that a whole bunch of people realize Earth is flat. Talking about professors, scientists, or whatever. Oh, they know. There's a lot of them I know. This is the way they think. Well, if we admit this stuff, the church is going to take over, and then we won't be able to do the things we want to do, whatever. So they keep suppressing the truth and promoting the lie, because then they can do whatever they want to do. They just have the freedom to do whatever they want to do, to exploit, to enslave people, to kill, to extract blood from people. So even though they know, they won't admit. Just like I had a TikTok compilation where Michio Kaku, he says, if he admits he's wrong, he'll be out of a job. How many professors, So they gotta stick to that because they have invested their lives and they pay mortgages. This is what is going on. Yeah, mind control shippy. I had a 40-feet canvas of the globe from the moon hanging in my shop because I thought it looked cool. Figured out it's flat and it's now target practice of 100 yards. So yeah, I mean, it's all trash. Everything. I had order. I was already living in Japan. I ordered from NASA, from Discovery Channel, from NASA, I guess. NASA. Set of 150 beautiful laminated set of cards about this big each. With the whole heliocentric model, all the quasars, the constellation, whatever. And I told my daughter, you have to memorize all this time. I'm going to ask you questions. I'm going to show the picture. You got to tell me. I mean, I threw everything away. All went out to the trash. All right, let's move on to the. Hello, Alan Nordstrand. I'm going to get to the point of the movie. Vika just made it public on YouTube, the Mechanical Realm. So shout out to Vika. But I'm going to get to there. Vika, Gene, Keith, all the guys. I'm going to get to you. Let me go to the next topic. And then the Mechanical Realm will be next. All right, so guys, let me share my screen again. So you guys know, according to the heliocentric model, let's go back here. So according to the heliocentric model, the moon is 250,000 miles away from Earth and 400,000 kilometers. This is I try to find an in scale, right, position, right? So what we have here, and I have a collection of these videos. You see here the moon and the horizon, right? So we got a problem here, okay? You have the moon and the horizon line way beyond. So that's because the moon is really small compared to the size of the plane. So the plane extends beyond the reach of the moon. The moon does not go all the way to the ends of the earth, okay? Circles around here only. So I got this video, which is an amazing video, right? Not only this one, I got a couple more. Got this one here from an airplane, too. Okay, from airplanes, right? See the moon and see the horizon line right there. Okay, now I have a couple more, not gonna show today, but right. So you gotta believe this. I mean, you don't have to believe, but Globers claim magical refraction, right? So remember this image that I just showed you guys? So these guys believe that there is a magic refraction that will extend the horizon, the physical horizon on the ball, 250,000 miles or more because it goes past the moon. This is how crazy some of these guys this is how to defend the heliocentric model. So they have these puppets over there, and this is one of them. So let's watch this video from Actum here. Pretty crazy. If you guys know which debate was this one, I would like to watch the whole thing.
I'm going to clarify here. I know you don't like it, but it doesn't really matter. You are claiming a definitive model, brother. I'm not, okay? I'm not. I don't know exactly what the Earth is. It's called being intellectually honest. You claim that you do most definitely know, so you're having to substantiate your positive claim of the sphericity and the movement of the Earth inside this heliocentric model. We can move on because I can show the flaws in all of it. Okay, so where is the physical horizon necessitated by your religious belief of the spherical Earth?
Again, the physical horizon is not visible. So I'm not going to answer where the physical horizon is. I will answer where the visible horizon is.
Okay, so are you conceding that there isn't a physical geometric horizon in the image?
We went over this again. You're on loop. I already.
You're not answering. You're causing the loop, my friend.
See the physical horizon, the geometric horizon. We see the apparent horizon.
So there is a horizon here that should be creating 60 feet of bulge prior to the structures, but we just don't see it because why?
Refraction.
Okay, now what are the 5 types of refraction, and can you specify what type of refraction is causing that to happen?
Looks to me like a coefficient of refraction of 2 or more.
That is not a type of refraction.
Don't care.
Well, it doesn't really matter if you care, McToon. Of course you don't care, because this is a death blow to your model, bro. You don't lose the ball.
I'm just going to interject here. I think that it would be a good idea in order to move the conversation forward if we do answer this question here.
I'm sure that you do think that, bro, but I have debated McToon once, and he did that every time. So that's not how this is going to work, okay? He has to address and specify his claim for the evidence that is being presented against his model, okay? So he's got to answer the question. Refraction is not the entirety of the answer. Do I need to provide a source to explain refraction? Because it's your claim, McToon. So can you tell us exactly what type of refraction is and how it applies to this image and how it explains it?
It is downward refraction, matching the radius of the Earth at times.
Okay, I'm not letting the wizardry go, okay, because I did the first time we debated. So I'm putting your feet to the fire. This is my stream. I don't have to do this. Okay, if you're not going to be intellectually honest, then I'm not going to sit here and let you and your friend control the dictation of the way that this goes. I'm presenting the first thing I've presented. I've let you shuck and jive and tiptoe around with your wizardry. Now I'm offering an observation, right? This is what science is, right? We take observable phenomena. Okay, here's the observation. McToon. Okay, now I'm well aware that you would prefer that I just accept your explanation as a broad assertion of refraction, but that is not sufficient. There are different types of refraction. You have to explain to me how it's causing the illusion of the horizon and removing the geometric horizon. It doesn't matter what you say about it. It doesn't matter if you don't like it. Of course you don't like it. This is lifetime dismantling your religion. But it is objective that you are going to have to explain how refraction is causing the horizon to disappear and reappear in the distance. What type of refraction is making that happen? It's a brand new anomaly. Please explain. Thousands of people are waiting.
It is a coefficient of refraction of 2.0 or higher.
Okay, so basically, I guess we're just gonna have to accept this as a concession because you're gonna keep doing it. You know, like
I've given you empirical measurements that a coefficient of refraction 2.0 or higher happens over water. The 2.0 coefficient of refraction causes the light ray to bend at the same radius as the Earth, allows us to see indefinitely far over the Earth, allows us to see indefinitely far over the Earth, allows us to see indefinitely far over the Earth. And
All right, guys, you heard that absurdity. So according to these globers, the moon is 250,000 miles, and we have a refraction that's gonna stretch the physical Earth's horizon 250,000 or past 260, because according to the image, the moon is before the horizon. The horizon is way beyond the position of the moon. So I should maybe show you guys again. This is the footage, okay, from the airplane. A couple of them, you see the horizon there and the moon way before. So according to Mactoon or these globers, you have a magical, where is the image? Right here. A magical physical refraction that stretches all the way 400,000 kilometers, 250,000 miles, and it's going to show the moon like before the horizon line. I mean, this is insanity, This is how far these guys go. These guys go to defend the heliocentric model. So this is the position of the moon. This is an in-scale image, and this is what we see, the moon before the horizon. And according to them, you have a magical refraction that stretches 250 or 280,000 miles beyond where the moon is, so we can see an image like that. Give me a break, give me a break. Gotta say shout out to RV, give me a break. Completely nonsense. And we can go on with this, okay? That's why I have this thing here to get the 90-degree angle. They do the same thing here, okay? To get the coordinates of a star, to measure the star, we need a 90-degree angle, which is impossible on a ball. So what do? They create this. This is in Portuguese because I presented this in a Brazilian channel. We have the equatorial plane they create, or this artificial horizon here, right? Which is basically they flatten the Earth. They create two flat Earths, one in the middle of the ball, one on top of the ball. This is basically what they do. Let's say that they want to get, use the sextant and get the sun's position. So they need to stretch the ball, and that's what they do. It's just like the nose of Pinocchio. They stretch all the way so they can get the measurements, the 90 degrees. So they don't have a ball anymore, because it's not even the surface of the ball, it's the middle. They have to flatten, they have to consider everybody is on the equator. At the equator, they cut off the ball, and that's the nonsense of the heliocentric model. It's a non-stop nonsense. So I was a global for many years, for 50 years, and it's all a lie, so you cannot live with this, with constant lie. And the same thing here on this image, being, back and forth with this glober. He says this is curvature, but you don't see the tilt. Where's the tilt of the building? The building stands right side up, like straight up. There's no tilt, where we should have a tilting of the building if this is curvature. So these guys are, terrible at this stuff. So let me catch up with we still got more stuff to do, guys. And I'm feeling all right. Thanks the good Lord. Thanks our Lord Jesus Christ. I think we can go on for some more time. So shout out here. Let me check the, yeah, we need a flat earth to get those angles all the time, okay? All the time. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Malone, for, friends from Brazil watching the show. Shout out to all my Brazilian friends. We need, a flat Earth for the, for everything. And that moon, that's incredible. You see the moon before the horizon way past the moon, and they need a magic refraction that extends the physical horizon of the ball 250,000 miles to go under the moon. And, this is like believing in Santa Claus, Gonna need a flat Earth. That's right. Gonna need a flat Earth for that. So, guys, let's move on. I just wanna address some things here. Like I work, and I was the last one to set up a store, online store. Back 2015, 2016, people were having online stores, and I have nothing against, because it's let me go here real quick. Let's find these guys. I'll go to YouTube. Let's 74 gear. You know that pilot that that was charging $1.5 million to fly over from Buenos Aires to Perth. Okay, so let me see here. I'm on his channel. Is that him? No, that's not this one. It's Mentor Pilot. Let me go to his website real quick. Mentor Pilot. Okay, he's a guy with almost 2 million subscribers. Okay, 2 million. But hold on, I'm gonna share the screen. Let me find the video here. All right, so let me share the screen here for you guys. So you have here this guy with 1,660,000 subscribers, okay? And you see here, this is Shop Mentor Pilot Store, okay? So not only does he make a whole bunch of money, because he's allowed to have, he's allowed to monetize. You see here, thanks, he can get tips, and he takes jabs at Flat Earth and all that stuff. Unlike him, I'm not allowed any of those stuff. I mean, I wrote to YouTube. I exchanged some messages with them, and they don't allow me to do anything like as far as monetize. Go to any video. Let's go to this one here, compilation. Got about 150 compilations already, okay? You see, no, my store is not here. I'm not allowed to have it. I don't have the money sign here, okay? I cannot monetize because my content, they say, oh, your content is now the subscribers, blah, blah, blah. But they fill my channel with ads, right? I had to remove, flatten the curve here from here, because every time that somebody visited my channel, wanted to watch Flatten the Curve, they couldn't, because there was so many ads. So they make money off my channel, but so for this reason, I set up a store to help out a little bit. The yen is extremely low right now, and I have to send money to my family in Brazil. So the store helps me a little bit, if you guys can. So I'm going to run this ad real quick before we go on to the show.
Don't waste any more time. Visit the links above now and order my book 16 Emergency Landings Proving Flat Earth. Visit my online store now and order the new enhanced Gleason's Flat Earth map. This map used to be in every school and library in the nation before NASA was created in 1958, when the maps were ordered removed. Have your Gleason's map hanging on the wall in your house where no government can take it down. Here you see it hanging on a wall in the house of the late Charles K. Johnson. Here is a quote from the book 1984 by George Orwell. Every record has been destroyed or falsified, every book rewritten, every picture has been repainted. Every statue and street building has been renamed. Every date has been altered. And the process is continuing day by day and minute by minute. History has stopped. Order your map now.
Alright, so guys, that's all I ask you. If you can order the night in there, I would appreciate. All the links are here, all of my videos. You go here and then click on that. I'm thankful to some of the guys. You know, they've been sending me pictures with t-shirts, mugs, and this is Kevin Bobick. He ordered one of the maps. So thank you guys. This is a way, the only way that you have to support me or on PayPal. Thank you, I appreciate. So let's move on to the next parts of our show today. So as you guys know, not flattened curve. Vika has just released on YouTube the documentary about the mechanical realm. Okay. So they say that flat earthers don't have a working model. Well, our flat earth model was created 2,500 years ago. Okay, it's called the Antikythera mechanism, right? So this is a very expensive Hublot wristwatch, $16,000, and it's a flat Earth. You know, it's a flat Earth model right there. You have all the months, you have the moon, you have the sun, you have exactly like the Greeks created. Okay, this is a flat Earth model. It's all based on a geocentric flat Earth model. So this is Antikythera mechanism. There's no difference between this and the Paul Tripp's model right here. All right, with the sun, the moon, the months. It's a machine. The Earth is a machine. You know, the Bible says that the stars, the luminaries are made for counting the days and the years and time. So that's what we have. The Antikythera mechanism is nothing more, nothing less than a flat Earth model created 2,500 years ago. So the documentary is out. I'm going to upload it here to this channel, perhaps tonight. I'll have to, maybe right after the show, but if you cannot wait, just go to Vika's site channel. He has already uploaded. Okay, so here, so shout out to Vika, shout out to everyone who was Gold and Keith, Cameron, Gene, all the guys. You know, it was a great honor to be part of that. Now these guys, Vika sent me this video here. This is not something made by flat earthers. This was made actually before flat earth became popular. It's made in Greece by some Greek scholars. They designed the Antikythera mechanism, and this is when I saw it even has a dome on top. You know, no, this is not flat earthers who did this. This was back 2014. You see, everything is written in Greek right here because that was made by some Greek scholars reproducing the Antikythera mechanism. So there you see the sun, the moon moving over a flat stationary Earth, carrying along the months, the days, the months, the years. So we have had a working flat Earth model for 2,500 years, and we're predicting, all the eclipses. You guys have to watch the documentary. It's an amazing documentary. I put some stuff together here, and this is another video, full screen. All right, so this is the movement of the planets or the wandering stars, and that's what we have. The Antikythera mechanism describes everything, and up to today, if you go like to Oxford University or any websites. They have 4 hours long documentary about this machine. And guess what? They haven't even made everything public or everything the machine used to make. And they haven't made, because it was an extremely advanced machine for that time. And this is the watch, Hublot. It's all based, it's called the Antikythera watch. It's a smaller size. It's a compact Antikythera machine wristwatch, but it costs a lot of money, $16,000. Beautiful, I would love to have one, but $16,000 is way over my budget. But it's a beautiful machine if you can afford. They have different designs, but that's an Antikythera mechanism, or not? Why not to say working flat Earth model designed 2,500 years ago. And it's a machine. The flat Earth is a machine, okay? The whole Earth, everything is designed as a machine. So you guys have to watch the documentary on Vika Draziv's channel, and I'll be uploading here. You can check it out, perhaps later tonight there in the US. But I'm gonna have the documentary here. Shout out to Vika, all credit goes to him. About more than a year of work in the documentary. It's 2 hours long, but there you see all the details. This is the working flat Earth model that Globers have been asking us to produce, and we have had one for 2,500 years. That's, shows the dates, the times, the year, the eclipses, the solstice, and everything, all in one machine designed 2,500 years ago. One thing I want to talk to you guys about, there was an eclipse a couple months ago, October. So this is the path of the eclipse according to the globe, right? And then on the globe, the moon goes from west to east. Okay, so that's what they did right here. So it's clearly going from northwest to southwest. So remember, the sun and the moon, they're both aligned. So that makes no sense on the globe, because according to the globe, the moon and the sun are moving from southeast Brazil towards the northwest US. So it's kind of a weird, considering that the heliocentric model, it's a constant east to west, not southeast towards the northwest west. Right? Pretty weird path of this eclipse. And I have one here back in, this was in 2021. I never spoke about it, but you see here, going over Antarctica. Okay, that's a total eclipse that happened on December 4th, 2021. And according to the heliocentric model, the sun and the moon are going from north to south, south to north, and not east to west. So eclipses make no sense on the globe. And they keep saying, oh, eclipses don't make sense on the flat Earth. Actually, it's the opposite. On the flat Earth, everything makes more sense. And I do want to share this with you guys. Back in 2017, I have a video describing several eclipses. So I tried to demonstrate the path of this eclipse of past October on the Gleasons. Okay, so this is the path of this eclipse on the Gleasons right here. So back in 2017, I have several eclipses that I put together on the flat Earth, and I have been saying, if you guys have been with me for that long, that the sun circles from east to west, but not a perfect circle. You guys have to understand. Sometimes it's oval-like, sometimes it has some funny shapes, all right? Don't think the sun and the moon, especially the moon, goes in a perfect circle. No, it sometimes goes oval, sometimes, So this is the path of the sun and the moon on that date, right? The last eclipse in the US. Okay, this crossed Brazil and went northwest towards northwest to west, right? So just for it to be clear, the sun, as the Bible describes, goes from east to west on a circle, on a circuit. It's not a perfect circle, right? Just like we have different circuits over, like NASCAR have oval circuits and stuff like that. So let me go back here, just check the chat a little bit before we move to our last part of the show today. Let me just check here the comments. So if you guys, have the time, if you feel like you visit my store, grab a t-shirt, a mug. I don't make much. I make only $5 per mug, but have one. Anything helps. And thank you so much. So let me check here, guys. What are shooting stars? What are shooting stars? They are not fixed stars. They are probably fallen angels moving. And, the Bible says that we have the prince of the powers in the air. Okay, you see. And there's a place in Brazil called Chapada dos Guimarães. It's a beautiful place. You go up this mountain, and there's land as far as you can see, all land, no, it's all farmland. So you have a clear sky. I remember lying down, and you see things moving all the time. Not just you're not talking about balloons, satelloons, or airplanes. Talking about going in all directions and moving, extremely fast. So we have all this stuff going on. Then every morning I have to resubscribe to your channel because I mean it's terrible. They add, this is so annoying. Sometimes I'm watching like Taboo Conspiracy. I finished watching a video and it's on autoplay and it starts playing Professor Day. So they push these guys, they unsubscribe guys like, Flat Earth channels, but they keep, pushing the globe narrative. So we go against, the flow here. We are on a platform where we are not treated equally. They give a lot of perks to Globers, the incentives, they promote their videos, they let them monetize, they let them sell merchandise, and a lot of us, this is what in politics they call strangulation. They financially strangulate you so you can give up, you can stop doing. They do this with nations. They isolate nations, they apply sanctions to nations, financial sanctions, they stop importing from any. This is all a way to break the nation down. So they do that stuff to us to break us down, so we give up. So many people have given up. I mean, I try to, like Rory Cooper, I mean, he made some extremely nice videos. We're going to upload the video here. Okay. So it's going to be in this channel. So Rory Cooper, I kind of got in touch with him on LinkedIn and he was going to be on the show, but now I don't think I'm going to have guests anymore because I'm going to only have shows once a month and whatever I feel that I can do it. I don't want to, and I'm going to tell you some crazy stories, okay? I shared this with Russian Vids once. So you're going to watch it. Well, I'm going to watch it here, guys. I'm going to upload the documentary here. But it's called The Mechanical Realm. It's on Vika Drzivs. Yeah, I can't post the link here. But that's all right. So they do all that stuff to, make us to give up. And so many guys, I wish I could find this guy here. And also, if any of you can or work with remasterization of videos, sometimes you see some 70s, 80s, 60s videos remasterized, and they are high quality videos. So this guy, his name is Paul Shift or something. He created a flat book back in 2015, and it's amazing video, right? So this is the Antikythera mechanism right here. I'll explain. But I cannot upload this video right now. I had it and I got a strike because Paul, I think he used some music, a lot of music. It's 1 hour long. And he used some music here. And the guy, whenever you upload this video, he gives you a strike. So I got a strike, you know, but I'm showing here there's no music playing. So Paul shifted, he made this video back in 2015, I guess, but the quality is really poor. He made it in 480. And I wish I don't have the power. My computer is not, you know, it's 20 years old. But I wish someone could enhance this video and remasterize. And if you guys know somebody who can do that, or if yourself watching this, because this is really nice, and we can just replace the music, or no music at all, or just have like a live stream like this one, and just let it run because it's really nice. And this is the Antikythera mechanism right here, and it's 1 hour long, you know, and he goes in details describing so many things on the video. So nice. Okay, all the constellations, everything. But the quality is so poor, I cannot find. I've been looking for a better, at least 720p. I cannot find. This is either 360 or I don't think it's 480. All right, so if you guys know somebody who can remasterize this video, I can upload it to my Google. You download, and then we can have it, you know, a nice quality video. And I think this is pretty much all we have for today as far as sharing links and maps and stuff like that. So I'll just keep this one here. So guys, I have missed being here. Again, shout out to everyone. Yeah, the guys who have been here. I'm looking forward watching this debate on Saturday. No, I'm not sure. It's going to be 5 p.m. Don't know what time we'll be here, but it's probably going to be Sunday morning for me. But I'm looking forward to watching this debate, Pastor Dean Odo. Several times I have invited Dean Odo to come to the show. Several times. He never replied. But I like him as a Christian. I don't agree with him in some of the biblical aspects. I'm leaning towards more and more to some of the events in Revelation have already been fulfilled. Not all prophecies, but a lot of that stuff have already been fulfilled. And perhaps that's going to be a topic for the next time. And, so I think that's all. Let me just check the chat here one more time. Flat Earth Nurse, how are you? Long time, huh? Yeah, I've missed all you guys. I love you guys. It's always been nice being here. But, got to take care of this health. Getting old. Things are getting very hard, Oh, yeah, I was going to close with the flight routes. So let's look at some of them. Let me share my screen again. And several of them I have already talked about. So if you want to download those and share with friends, just let me know. I'll place the link, But these are very popular. People enjoy seeing them. Flights like this one, Auckland to Lima, you don't have a direct flight. You need to stop in LA. Even though Lima is Machu Picchu is one of the 7 new wonders of the world. Thousands and thousands of people flocked to that. When the pandemic started, almost 2,000 Australians were there. They could not fly back. Some of them went back by ship. They took 4 months for them to get back to Australia because they went by ship. It's amazing. Another one there, Auckland to Mexico City. You have all those historic places in Mexico, the Aztec, all the pyramids and all that stuff. But you don't have a direct flight from Auckland bringing tourists to those places. You gotta stop in LA because that's the format of the Earth. The Earth is flat. Buenos Aires to New Delhi. You cannot fly over Africa. There's no way. Just look at the flat Earth map. That's where things make more sense. Flights, Wellington to Johannesburg, stops either in Doha, sometimes in Dubai, Hong Kong. The flights, this is the flights I was telling the pilot 74 gear. Why don't you just fly over Antarctica? You just can't. Okay, there's no way to fly over Antarctica. The Earth is flat. Sydney, Lima, Peru. This is a flight. 2,000 Australians had to stay in Peru. Some of them they went back to the US. I mean, they went to the US, tried to get flights back to Sydney, or by ship, or some of them took like months to get back to Australia during the pandemic. Not a single direct flight, impossible from Sydney to Lima because Earth is not a ball. Okay, same thing there, Sydney, Mexico City. And this one was interesting because back in 2019 with that Project Loon, whatever, no, it wasn't Loon, Loon is the satellites. Was a project that Alan Joyce was talking about, direct flight. They were planning a direct flight from Sydney to Mexico City to 2024 when they had better aircraft, so why not fly now, if the Earth is a ball? They can't. New Zealand to Lima, Wellington, Auckland to Abu Dhabi, you stop in Seoul. Okay, Auckland to Cape Town, stop in Dubai. Auckland to Miami, you stop in Los Angeles. Okay, why not stop, Auckland, stop, well, I don't have a ball here, but looking here, why not go Peru and Miami right here, Auckland, Peru, Miami. No way, can't do it. Right? Sydney to Durban, South Africa, Dubai. Okay, these flights from South America to from the tip of South America to the tip of the ball in South Africa, gotta go up north. Okay, same thing here. So many flights, all right, proving that we don't live on a spinning ball. Okay, gonna close with this one here. I need to draw this. I drew this a long time ago. This is Amelia Earhart. She departed. So people say, oh, on the flat earth, you have to be constantly, steering right or left. No, because you fly straight from city to city. You go from waypoint to waypoint here, city to city, That's how Amelia Earhart flew around. She kept around the equator, but always a straight line because you have airplanes. The shortest path between 2 points is always a straight line. So you go straight, you keep going straight, straight, straight. This is you fly around the Earth on the globe Earth. All right, guys, I think that's all for today. So I do not know when I'll be back. I do appreciate you guys. We had 110 people watching our show. Thank you so much. God bless each and every one of you. I have missed being here, all the guests from before. And Nathaniel, thank you so much. I'm going to highlight your comments here. Thanks a lot. So I wanted to highlight everyone. I've missed all you guys. God bless you. And I don't know when I'll be back, but today's what? 27, November 27. Hopefully before the end of the year, I'll be back. Okay, in about 3-4 weeks. And shout out to everyone, guys. I miss you guys. God bless you. And I think I'm gonna close with a favorite song from ever, from the old shows. I'm going to perhaps change the song for the next time. But for the meantime, let's listen to David J. Carroll. God bless each and every one of you. And I'll see you next time. Stay tuned, okay? The mechanical realm I'm going to upload here. Or if you can't wait, you go to Vika Draziv's channel. See you guys next time. Bye-bye. Let me hide this comment here real quick before playing the song. Okay. Now we can go. See you guys.
Wonderful, magical, celestial light, fantastical, mystical, wonderful sight. Belgian Swiss physicist Auguste Piccard, 1931, first to reach for the stars, was the first to explore the air view stratosphereus, a scientist curious to see what was there. An aluminium black ball on a helium balloon, with portholes and instruments, sailed towards the moon, rose in just half an hour, 52,000 feet, 10 miles up in temperature, left for dead, trapped in heat and cold, but disproving gravity. Wonderful, mystical, beautiful sight, flat line separation of black from blue light, a world run by deceivers, false make-believers, hiding in shadows, stealing our light. Mystical, fluorescent light, wonderful, magical, awesome, yes, stealing our light. Wonderful, let there be light, supernatural, eternal, supernatural. Up we go, higher than rainbows, higher than mountains, above cumulonimbus, higher than air, high level horizon, 360 around us, flat right round behind us, any height that you dare. The sun and the moon both revolve above around us, to forever short time pass intelligently there. You'll never beat us, you'll never defeat us, no more you deceive us, we see through you like air. Kipper and Picard were the first ever known to reach up there. Divine luminescent light, mystical, wonderful, celestial light. So what was their eternal testimony? What did they report back to humanity? Said it seemed like a flat disk far as eyes can see, with an upturned edge fading into infinity. A mystical, ethereal, celestial sight, a divine creation, a clockwork of light, designed hid by deceivers and false make-believers, still cowering in shadows, still fearing our light. Here we go, higher than Everest, higher than airplanes, above zero cumulus, higher than air, a level horizon, 360 around us, no motion beneath us, no spinning, no fair. Stars on the firmament, time all around us, to forever short time past geometrically there. You'll never beat us, you'll never defeat us, forever beneath us, we see through you like air. Mystics on a luminous light, fantastical, magical, bright, we see through you like air. Magical angels of light, beautiful, wonderful, celestial light. The first to see truth when they reach for the stars, explorers and physicists, Kipper and Picard. Motionless, with us, we see through you like air.